channel. So today we're doing my first ever hair tutorial on my channel. Yay! So I'm starting off with just clean hair. I washed it. So I just used the alternative volumizing one, which is one I hadn't really used before. And I definitely feel like it gave my hair a lot of volume. And honestly, I kind of like my hair right now. I don't even necessarily want to curl it, but I'm doing it for you. So then after that, I put CC, the Alterna CC cream. I put it kind of in just this area while it's very, very wet. And then I take the oil and I spray this oil and I spray it through the ends, and then with my wet brush, which by the way, oh, this one's gross. If you don't have a wet brush yet, I highly suggest it, particularly if you have knotty hair. When you come out of the shower, you're not breaking and pulling all that hair, because wet hair is actually a lot weaker than dry hair. But I do use it as like my everyday brush. I use it for everything, wet, dry, whatever. So I just have like 4 of them hanging around the house. Like, so I have a brush in a room, and then I have like a mini one I travel with. That is awesome. I blow dry my hair. If you're curious what hair dryer I use the T3. I think this is like the light one or something. I don't know, it's the white one. It's the T3 Micro Ink model something or another. I don't know. Anyways, I got it at Nordstrom's. I'll link it below if you guys want to know. I really like this one. I use the cheap hair blow dryer for like years. I used it all through college and like all through my 20s, and it finally died last year. So I got that one and I like it. It's light, which I like because I'm just so, I hate blow drying my hair. So I pretty much just blow dry. You want to make sure your hair is really, really dry for this look. I'm doing what I like to call like my basic curls. How I do my curls, this works best for my hair. I have long, really long, obviously, you can't even like see the ends of them really. But for the majority of this, you're not gonna even see the bottom of my hair in any of these shots. I'm gonna try to lean back and show it to you, but it's kind of like, if I show you the bottom of my hair, you're gonna see pretty much the entire setup because it's not big enough and I didn't plan well enough. Planning is key. I blow dry my hair. It was really, really, really dry. And then what I'm gonna do is just kind of like my natural cowlick. It's gonna be weird not doing it like in front of my big mirror. So I kind of just look at my natural cowlick and then I just follow it down the back. And it's not perfect by any means. And I just brush it out on this side and brush it out on that side. And to actually curl my hair, so I live in Florida, which means that I have humid weather. So if this makes, and I have, this is like pretty much what my hair looks like. It's pretty much this straight. So if I can keep this curl in it, you know it's a pretty serious curl. So what I use, again from T3, I got this at either Nordstrom's or Sephora a while ago, and I'm honestly obsessed with it. I don't even touch my curling iron anymore because my curling iron, I don't think it gets hot enough for me to really see a difference. So this is the T3 wand. You can see it kind of tapers off, and I set mine, which is really important, to 425 degrees. If you just like open it and turn it on, I think it automatically goes to 350. Your hair will not hold a curl. It's just not enough heat, unfortunately. With that being 425 degrees, I do wear a glove. I know a lot of people on YouTube don't wear gloves, but I don't want my hand getting burnt, so I do this really fast, you'll see, and I don't really want to have to deal with it and like burn my hand and then ruin my night. Oh, thank you. So I keep this brush here, and then I have this little guy for wafting afterwards. This is just some little pick tease brush by Amped Up by Cricket. I don't know, I got it at Sally's, I think. And then I have a little duck clip, and then the hairspray that everyone uses, which is the L-Net from L'Oreal Paris. It is the extra, I use the extra strong hold, but this one is a brush through, so if you do spray it in there, you can pretty much brush through it, but I like to kind of just spray my one side. So I start with one side, and I just kind of spray it through just to give myself a texture, because my hair is really, really soft right now. Give it a texture, and then I brush it out. So now I'm gonna start on this side, so I'm gonna put a glove on this hand. It is full of stuff. Yes, I'm wearing a glove, I know. Look like Michael Jackson. What I'm gonna do is I pretty much plan to just section off a small piece of hair. I don't do it from like layers down. You'll see kind of how if I wanna add a little bit more volume toward the top. So I grab about that much hair, you can see. And what I'm gonna do is point the wand down, bring it from the back, and wrap it all the way around, and then hold it for 15 seconds. So now, I just kind of let it go. and you'll see it's a pretty curled piece. I kind of just throw it to the back. One thing I do differently than a lot of people, I do this really fast, so I take a pretty decent amount of hair each time, is I don't lay my hair flat. I kind of just curl it and let my hair go where it wants, and I go all the way to the end. So the reason I'm not talking while I'm actually doing it is because I am counting, because this is so hot you will burn your hair off. If you don't let your hair be wet at all, you don't want it to steam. So you don't want it wet from product, you don't want it wet from anything like that. You want to make sure your hair is really dry, because you do not want like a steam effect coming off of your hair. So now I'm just kind of grabbing, you can see these are like my short layers in the front, so I leave those in the front. And then I'm just grabbing that last little piece right here, putting it up behind the back, and I'm going away from my face, taking it all the way to the end, and just holding it like this. It's my arm workout for the day. Letting it fall out of my hand. The reason why the barrel is shaped like this, it's because your curl is gonna get thinner towards the bottom, which means that your curl is lighter towards the top. It actually helps keep that curl. At least that's what the lady at Sephora said to me. But I obviously need all the help I can get, because the humidity will attack this hair as soon as I get out of the house. So I definitely need the help. And I can say that if I do this in Vegas, which I do a lot, that makes me sound like I go to Vegas a lot, I guess I do. But if I do it in a non-humid place, this will stay for like 4 days. And my hair is not the kind of hair that I could not wash it for 4 days, but this will definitely stay. The front hair obviously is the most important. You're gonna take it from here and just wrap it right from the top. And you might, I do a little bit shorter by the way, but you also might start to feel, because you are using a glove, you're getting a lot closer, you might start to feel kind of this end right here on your fingertips get warm. So as you can see, this looks ridiculous, like absolutely ridiculous. So we're letting your hair cool. In the meantime, you wanna do is, I like to kind of just pull a couple sections and go right to the base and just add a little bit to the top. You can see like right here, I'm gonna go closer to the base. This is just like how I do it, where I don't want to section my hair off. This is me doing it as fast as humanly possible. Literally, this is how I do my hair though. I'm not taking, because my hair is layered, it's kind of just a little bit of the top layer. So I just did, what, 3 of those? Now I'm just gonna spray it real fast and switch hands. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. This side's my non-part side. So this side is gonna go a little bit faster because there's less hair back here. Well, it doesn't really go that much faster. It just ends up being about the same. But same mold. Did I need to do this first? I'm talking and I'm not paying attention. I'm used to like talking and putting makeup on, but talking and doing my hair, it's like I do it so fast. I'm definitely that person who does it, who like doesn't do their hair because they like spend 2 hours doing their face. That's definitely me. But like you can see, I'm pointing it down and I'm holding right at the end. And just letting it fall and flopping it back. This is really just like my way of doing it. If you have a lot of hair, you might have a lot harder time doing it this way, because, you know, it's just like a simplified version. I mean, you could just do more versions of this. And having it not lay flat will give you just a different looking curl than if you like actually laid it flat. Now, I don't know why that is. It's just, I like it that way. I've never been one to like force myself to sit here and like lay my curls flat, because I like this look. This is the look I've been wearing for the last probably 2 years whenever I do curl my hair, and it just works for me. It lasts long. It looks really nice the next day and natural. I hope you can see, like, my hair is a lot of different colors, so usually you'll be able to see stuff on the camera pretty well. And I kind of just hold it while it's just like that initial seconds of cooling, and then a throwback. So my front piece, obviously, like I said, away from your face, all the way to the end. So you can really see I'm just kind of tugging. I'm like not resting it on my head, but it is near my head. be careful not to burn yourself. And then I do the same thing on this side where I just kind of pull some of these top layers. And you don't want to go all the way down because you do not want to re-curl and reheat hair you just had in the straightener or in the curling iron, because that will really damage your hair. And I don't do this very often, so I can get away with this a lot more than say people who curl their hair on a pretty regular basis. You know, how often do you see me with my hair curled in videos? It's pretty rare, and I usually, that's when I look my fanciest. Now that I've done that, I spray it. And I'm just gonna leave it for a few minutes to kind of just let it settle, and I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, so as you guys can see, it's been about 10 minutes, and I just kind of usually what I do is like in this time is I get dressed and put my jewelry on and start to get myself ready. So what I'm gonna do now is just kind of give it the once over, and then I just take my little wet brush. You can take any kind of flat paddle brush, nothing too hard. You want something pretty soft. It's not like ripping and pulling your hair because there is product in there. And I'm just gonna kind of start to brush these out, because that, in my opinion, is the most important thing, is to brush these curls out. Otherwise, you look a little bit crazy. So I just throw my hair back and really just get in there and brush and waft. So from there, I kind of just pull these pieces so they kind of frame my face nicely. And then just kind of look to see if there's any stray hairs that didn't get curled. Like this one looks a little bit straight, and I don't like that. So I just really quickly, because the hair thing is still on, just take it to 2 seconds, because that is such a small piece. Do not put a huge amount of heat, or don't hold a lot of heat on a really small piece of hair. It's like that YouTube video people have put on the internet before where like the girl like burns her hair off. That will happen to you with this, because it is an extraordinary amount of heat. Now, if your hair, back of your hair is kind of flat, but I kind of like mine a little bit flat-ish, but you can always just take this brush and just give it a little tease on the back in any spots that you feel like need to be teased. That's the thing, it's your head. You kind of know what you like your head to look like. You know, you can even come under here and give it a little zhuzh, a little zhuzhing under here. And that's kind of it. What I do is I put a little bit of a more heavy kind of hold hairspray in there. Sometimes I even flip it over. Flipping it over will definitely give you a shit ton of volume. That won't really last that long, but you know. And then I kind of just play with it. You can also throw a texturizing spray in it if you want it to be a little bit more kind of, I don't know, this is like Barbie hair in my opinion, like less Barbie, more kind of beachy. But this is how I wear my hair. I don't really, if I'm gonna wear my hair beachy, I just put a beach spray in there and I don't brush it after the shower. I can show you guys how I do that actually if you guys wanna see, because it's like a weird technique that I picked up in like high school or something, but I still do it. So that's it. That's kind of my look. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you like a hair tutorial on any other kind of hairstyles that I've done. I'm starting to master my braids, so I'm probably gonna do a Dutch braid tutorial at some point when I feel like super confident in it. With that said, hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial. You learned something fun, interesting about hair, and I will see you guys soon with a makeup tutorial probably. All right guys, thanks. See you soon. Bye.